Hi, I'm Joanne Calendar, the author of the Happy Little Garbage Truck picture book and educational program. And this is one of the last, well, this is the last Friday in the year. And I thought I'd come on to do a small, short vlog on the topic that we've been looking at for the past couple of months. Now, I have been doing some research on a topic of why children have been dysregulated since after COVID and the lockdowns and the isolation. All of this has a lot to do with the the increase in dysregulation that many teachers have seen. However, dysregulation and behaviors, which can be seen as aggression, it could be seen as um, closing down and becoming more withdrawn. It could be seen as bullying. There are a lot of different ways that children show dysregulation. They're not operating at their best level, and they're not sure of how to do so because they're just trying to take care of themselves as best they know how. Well, I ran across this book, pardon me, by Michelle Borba called Unselfie: Why Empathetic Kids Succeed in Our All About Me World. And I just love that title because this goes back before COVID. And this book was written in 2016, which means the author probably started researching it maybe 2013. But this was something that I saw in the classroom since retired, but I've always been involved in the education of students, especially those with special needs. And right now I'm assisting a school in preparing, um, modifying their work for several students. And more recently, a friend of mine asked for me to speak to a group of interns on my experiences as a special ed teacher. And I'm so looking forward to that. But dysregulation was always something that was like the antithesis of what my focus was as a teacher during my years, which was how to motivate students and children to learn. But when a child is dysregulated, there's a curtain that goes down, filter goes up, and it's hard to reach this child. Well, empathy seems to be the overall overriding social skill that can direct a child to have that empathetic um, um, reaction or relationship with others. So empathy, is the behavior that children can learn to reduce the dysregulation. And there's another one that just came across my mind that's actually the foundation, but we're going to talk about that next year. So in Michelle Borba's article, she gave like 7 things that parents can do and teachers to reduce dysregulation. And today it's number 6. And it was to be mindful of social media use. And that's a really huge one for a lot of children, a lot of students, because their cell phone has become their Sherpa, their guide throughout life. And there are different little characters that children follow. And the thing about it is, I cringe when I see a parent who's in the line of the checkout and the child is in a stroller and starting to get a little antsy, and the parent whips out their cell phone and hands it to them, and they go into it. I said, oh my goodness, this is a teachable moment for this child to be patient. We're going to be through this line pretty soon, and when we get out, we'll have more time to talk, but right now mommy's busy. But we have, as a society, as a people, become so used to that babysitter that's electronic. And this is one thing that Michelle says. She says social media culture can take away time from FaceTime encounters. And she advises parents to pay careful attention to how much time their children spend online. And I think that says it all, because it's nothing wrong with a cell phone and to teach these skills early, but when it becomes a replacement for that face-to-face, caring, involvement of a parent with a child, this is where things start going awry. So before we go into the new year, I thought I'd give a little pitch for taking more time with your child, with your students, and next year for teachers to read to them, engage with them, ask them questions as you're reading. Just, try to build up that relationship. And children so appreciate it. And it's also, pardon me, a learned skill. And so, pardon me, my signature frog appears, but I want you to know that I am with you, praying for a great 2024, and we'll go into the next phase of why this is so important. Empathy is so important, and it's leading up to number 7. So that's my little hook. My books and programs can be found on Amazon, or you can go onto www.matjointl.com, and that's matjointl.com. Have a wonderful new year, and please subscribe, please share. Bye-bye.